stirs up love with laughter and flavor you can't deny, with a smile as wide as the southern sky. Oh, Chef Jason of Alabama, the beautiful, whipping up joy, making everyday musical. A good old uncle, a friend so true, kind and cheerful in all he'll do. He's the heart of the kitchen, the soul of the feast, and every little bite our love's released.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Lunch at Uncle Jason's. I got a recipe today that is called sausage and tortellini casserole, I guess you'd call it. I really don't know. The guy that made it didn't give it a name. I saw him, it was on TikTok, YouTube, somewhere. But I'm gonna make it. It just sounded good, and we're gonna make this together and see how it turns out. So give me just a minute and I'll come back and we'll get things started. Alright y'all, in my pot here I got about 2 tablespoons of butter that I've melted, and it's done got hot and it's sizzling. So I'm going to put in, I got a half of a really large onion, y'all. So this would probably be 1 small onion diced. I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to let this go for a second. This dish right here reminds me of fall. You know, it's fall's coming up, and this reminds me of fall. It's one of those one pot meals. Y'all, you could make this, do maybe some garlic bread and a salad, and you got dinner. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, this really sounds good right here. So I'm going to give this a shot and see how it turns out. And in the fall, that's what I'm looking for, is these easy meals. They're quick, they're one pot meals, so you don't have a lot of cleanup and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to go with. So I've got this onion sauteing a little bit in here, and it's been in here for just a second or two. I've got 12 ounce smoked kielbasa, and I sliced it up, and I'm just going to dump that right in there. And guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let this do its magic, and I'm going to let it work and cook and brown up, and when it's ready I'll come back and show you what we do next. Hang on. Alright y'all, this is browned up good for the most part. I wanted to show you something. Y'all see that gratin on the bottom of the pan right there? Y'all, that's some flavor coming in right there. That's going to add some good flavor to this dish. So next I'm going to go in with some seasonings. Y'all, I'm going to put in a tablespoon of dry Italian, probably about a half a teaspoon of garlic powder and a half a teaspoon of onion powder. Just drop that right in. And I'm also going to put in a tablespoon of minced garlic. This looks like it's going to be really good. It smells good, especially since I put that Italian seasoning and garlic in there, y'all. Alrighty. Now what I'm going to do is I got 1 can of tomato sauce. I'm going to put the whole can in there. And I've got 3 cups of chicken stock. I'm just going to put some of this chicken stock in this tomato sauce can to be sure I get all of that out. I'm going to add all of that chicken stock. And now I'm going to cut this up on high so it'll come up to a boil again. And while I'm stirring, y'all, I'm scraping the bottom of this pot, because all that gratin that was on the bottom of that pot, that brown stuff, you want it to release into your sauce, because that's a whole bunch of flavor. Whole bunch of flavor. Alrighty. Next, I'm going to put in, where is they? Here they are. 3 cups of rotini pasta. And give that a stir. And y'all, I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and I'm going to let it boil until that pasta is done and it has absorbed a lot of that liquid that's in here. And I know you noticed I haven't tasted it yet, y'all. I'm going to wait a few minutes because I want everything in here before I try to add any salt, because I don't want to over salt this. And I know me, if I taste it now and it doesn't taste like it needs salt, I'm going to add salt. So I'm not going to taste it right this second. I'm going to wait until I get everything in it, because this has cheese in it and it's got some milk in it too that's going to go in here. So I want to taste it after I get it done, before I add any salt to it. Does that make sense? I hope so. So give me a minute. This is going to come up to a boil and them noodles are going to get done, and I'll bring you back when that happens. Hey y'all, I just wanted to show you where we're at. This is probably the halfway mark. This has been cooking for about 6 minutes. I got it cooking timed for 12. So that's where we're at. You see a lot of that sauce has been absorbed by those noodles, and it's really looking good. I just wanted to show y'all where we're at, so hang on. All right, y'all, our 12 minutes is up. And I'm gonna tell you, I had to keep this stirred, especially once it started getting thick. You have to scrape the bottom and keep this stirred real good, because you don't want it to stick. But that looks so good and it smells amazing. Okay, our next ingredient is 1/3 of a cup of canned cream, or evaporated milk, whatever you call it. I'm gonna stir that in. And you could probably use half and half, or if you don't have it, you could probably just use milk on this, but I used the canned cream. Evaporated milk, I'm sorry y'all, I call it canned cream. And now he used an 8-ounce block of shredded Colby Jack cheese. Y'all, I wasn't going to buy some cheese just for this when I had all this cheese in the refrigerator. So this is probably 8 ounces of shredded everything. I know it's got Parmesan in there, cheddar, Colby Jack, mozzarella, but all of that. Now he says to stir this in until the cheese is completely melted. So that's what we're going to do. Now y'all see why I didn't want to add any salt to it, because you know how salty cheese can be. Oh my goodness, y'all, this looks great. I'm going to go ahead and cut the fire off, because I don't think I need that on anymore. Don't that look good? Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Wow. If that don't make your children happy, I don't know what will. Okay, I think our cheese is completely melted in there. So I'm going to scoop me up a little of this and try it. Y'all see that? Don't that look good? Let me turn you up where you can see me. See my face. Not that you'd want to. Alright y'all, I'm going to give this a try. See if I needed any salt or not. I don't think I am. Don't need any salt in it at all, y'all. That's really good. That's really, really good, y'all. And it was quick. It didn't take me, the longest part was the 12 minutes to let the noodles get done. And it's done, and browning your sausage and onion. I bet you if you put in some Cajun seasoning in that, that'd be great. Thank y'all for joining me today. I hope you make this recipe. I hope you enjoy it. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. And for all our new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. If you look in the bio of the YouTube channel, you can click more. You'll see some Pinterest links drop down. Each one of those are my cookbooks. You can click on that button. It'll take you to a page that shows you the Pinterest page of the cookbook. Click on visit site. You click that and it'll take you straight to where you order it. And for everybody that's ordered already, I appreciate you so much. But until next time, I love you and be blessed. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.
cooks with care, he cooks with trust. He's the kind of man you call your